2. Mic check, mic check. From San Angelo Sports Complex, Concho Sports Network, proud to bring you San Angelo Lady Cat Playoff Soccer. It's on the air, live and streaming. Welcome to Central Lady Cats Playoff Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented today by First Community Federal Credit Union. I'm Darren Prater. Thanks for joining us. It's a lovely Thursday afternoon for soccer playoff action. Someone's season is going to end. Someone else will go on in the state playoffs. As today we have the San Angelo Central Lady Cat Soccer Squad against a tough El Paso Montwood Lady Rams team. It's the Lady Cats and the Lady Rams about to go to war in the first round of the state playoffs here on Concho Sports Network. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Darren Prater again. I'm flying solo today, so we're going to have a lot of fun. Let's take a look at the San Angelo Central girls soccer program. Coach Benjamin Henry has done a heck of a job in the years that he has been here. Very few losses, of course, playoff wins. It's a solid program. They finished second in their district, though. That pesky team from way out west, Odessa Permian, was the district champion. Although the last time these two teams played, they were a 0-0, a 0-0 tie. But still, that put the Central Lady Cats at number 2 in district. Overall, they come in 14-5-3. In district play, they come in at 8-2-2 in that second place finish. They've scored 48 points, 18 points against them. They are on a one-game winning streak heading into the playoffs, and you got to like that. They are 5-2 at home. Away, the Lady Cats are 9-3-3. They couldn't get the win over Permian, but they have been very competitive otherwise. In district action, they tied Friendship, then went on to defeat Odessa 4-1, Midland 2-0. Then they lost to Permian, the first district loss, a 1-0 loss on the 10th of February. Midland Lee, they got back on track against Lee with a 1-0 win, then a 4-1 win over Odessa, 2-1 win over Abilene, and a shutout 2-0 over Midland. And on Concho Sports, you saw them beat Friendship 2-0. That set up the showdown with Odessa Permian. Back and forth, a lot of defensive play, but no scoring. It was 0-0, 0-0, and that's the way it ended. They did not bounce back from that real well. 1-0 loss to Midland Lee the next week, and then they ended the regular season with a win, so they come in with a little bit of momentum after they defeated the Lady Eagles of Abilene 1-0. That's the San Angelo Central Lady Cats as they are being introduced on the field. We have a good little amount of spectators today. The wind will be a crosswind, it looks like, and that could be a factor in today's ball game. El Paso Montwood, they also finished second in their district. Overall, they are 15-3. Coach Mark Lopez's squad is 10-3 in their district, second. They've scored 47 points this year and have had 19 scored against them. They are 9-1 at home, 6-2 on the road. Let's take a look at some of their district action. They defeated Franklin 2-2 to start off, or excuse me, that was a tie 2-2. Then they defeated Coronado 3-2 the next week. And as the national anthem starts, we will take a break, and then we will have the playoff action for you live on Concho Sports coming up in just a few minutes.
Night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttex.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to San Angelo Sports Complex. I'm Darren Prater. Concho Sports bringing you live streaming of San Angelo Central Lady Cat Soccer, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Now, the winner of this game that will move on in the next round of the playoffs will take on the winner of Keller of Keller or LD Bell. Whoever wins that game will take on the winner of this game. And everybody needs to remember we're streaming Central, Lakeview, and Wall baseball and softball twice a week through April. You can watch tomorrow at 4. We're streaming our first Wall Hawk baseball game of the season as they take on the Ballinger Bearcats. Some good teams. You don't want to miss it. Watch it at 4 o'clock right here at ConchoSports.com, Concho Sports Network, Roku, and Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. Again, it's a lovely Thursday afternoon for some playoff soccer. Someone's season will end today. Someone will go on to take on Bell or Keller, and we are about to settle that issue. Again, Montwood, second in district. They lost to Coronado. They beat Eastwood. They tied El Paso of the Americas. They beat Eastlake 1-0. Socorro, they tied 1-1. Coronado, a 2-2 tie. Pebble Hills, 3-1 win. And Eastwood, 2-0. Americas in the second meeting, 2-1 win. They lost 4-1 to Franklin and defeated Pebble Hills 2-1. And just like the Lady Cats, they're on a one-game winning streak with a little bit of momentum as they defeated El Paso Socorro 4-0 in the final game of the regular season. The first round of the playoffs just about to begin here. Little bit windy today. Let's see, some of the wind, it seems like it's blowing straight, maybe a little bit more across the field than I thought it was. It seems to be pretty strong. It could be a factor. Lady Cats in the orange jerseys, Lady Rams of El Paso Montwood in the white jerseys with black numerals, and we are underway. Teams trying to establish control here early as it goes back and forth. There's a header from one of the Lady Cats. Trying to keep it on the Montwood side of the field. They get close to the goal, and the keeper will roll it up and send it in the opposite direction. Both teams second in their district, respectively. Lady Cats have, of course, a rivalry with Odessa Permian. They lost the first meeting, and it was a tie in the second meeting. But that issue is decided, and it's time for a whole new season to begin with the playoffs. Lady Cats in a one-on-one situation across the field. And good pass. Now it's taken away by one of the Lady Rams of Montwood, and they do it again. As soon as the Lady Cats get a little bit of control. Now here's an opportunity, and the keeper rolls it up, brings it under control, and we'll get it going the other direction. It's going to end up on the Lady Cats side of the pitch. Now once again back down on the Montwood side. The 3-4-3 formation for the Lady Cats can get very aggressive at times, but really defense is more their bread and butter. Keeping people in the right positions, in the right places is very important. You get out of position, this game could be a disaster. Ball control. Now to the outside to Sophia Meder-Sefont. And it's out of bounds. Coach Benjamin Henry going to have a talk with Sophia. He's had a heck of a run here as the coach of these Lady Cats in their soccer program, a really good program. Very competitive over the years. You don't see a lot of L's on their record. Bringing the ball back into play. Header attempted and missed, but it is precariously close to the goal. It will go out of bounds. You get that header, you might have you a score, and those things happen so fast. This is one of those games. Header attempted and missed, but it's very precariously close all of a sudden, to the goal. It will go out of bounds. Something big will happen out of nowhere. But it's not out of nowhere because it's all planned out. A lot of intricacies that are hard to see to the average fan. Off the foot of a Montwood player and close to out of bounds. Central will get it back in before it goes out. Now a player kind of in the clear, but an errant kick sends it backwards. Now Montwood goes on the offensive. Lady Rams pass to the back, now to the other side. Central gets a foot on it, and the whistle will blow. Possession Central. Coach Henry, instructions to use the body, that's very important, especially when you're trying to get the ball when it's in the air. Of course, you can't use your hands. So how you position your body, very important in this game. One of the starters, Danae Duran, with the ball. That's for Montwood. And now your keeper for the Lady Cats will Sydney Herbert, or Addison Axelrod, gets it back into play. Could go out of bounds, and it does. I believe Central's going to bring this one back in. Inbounds throw, good body work. It was Ellie Barker. Excuse me, Michaela Jordan for Central. Doing as Coach Henry asked, body positioning. Out of bounds, Montwood will get it back in. Crowd of about 4 players trying to establish control of it. And now the Lady Cats will send it back the other way. Good body positioning again. But Montwood not going to just go away on that one. They get it away, wrangle it free from one of the Cats. High one. Angel Alvarado, of course, the last time we saw her play on Concho Sports, she scored a few and is, of course, one of the real key players. Had it just shortly, but she can do some damage on you. Sophia Metter-Savant throws it in. Amani Alvarez for Montwood got possession of it, and it goes out of bounds. That was a good job there that time by Abby Kalmbach. Wow, let's see. That got the crowd excited. Long kick from Montwood. They'll get it right in the corner before it's out of bounds. Backwards pass, and it will sail by the player that they wanted it to go to, and Central will get it temporarily. Now and out of bounds with the inbounds pass coming in from the Lady Cats, wearing orange today in the blue shorts. First round of the UIL state playoffs in girls soccer. Winner takes on either Keller or Hearst LD Bell. Got to take care of business today, though. Central will bring this one back into play as well. Sophia Metter-Savant will throw it in. Trying to get to Caitlin Freeman. She's going to get it to Alexis Templin. And it will go out of bounds. And the throw in will be from Montwood here on their end of the field. And a running start and the throw from Natalia Herrera. Header, and I thought I was going to have to catch that one. Now out of bounds. Savant will throw it in. Header attempt that time. It was just a little too high for Alexis Templin. Central is leading 1-0. A quick score. Like I said, things are a little methodical and then boom, somebody scores out of nowhere. So a good job from Central as they lead the contest 1-0, establishing scoring early. And when they score, they tend to score several more. It's when they struggle scoring that we end up in ties, like they did with the second game against Permian. But so far, so good. We're at the 31-54 mark of the first half. Montwood trying to tie this thing up. Look at the footwork. Some very good footwork near the goal. Didn't result in a payoff, but still nonetheless with 4 Central players around her. Daniela Portillo had some fancy moves to get it around them. The Lady Cats defense holds on though. Nice weather, just a bit windy today here at the San Angelo Sports Complex. Lady Cats Playoff Soccer on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We thank them. Long kick. Nobody down there to do anything with it, and it will safely end up in the arms of the goalie. There's the header from Sophia Metter-Savant. It's going to go backwards, though, and out of bounds. Natalia Herrera, the senior, throws it in. Now she has the ball. There's the pass. And another pass. Good passing technique in the danger zone here, but Central will clear it. Good pass from Maya Conde to Darla Zapata on that one. Everybody in their correct position and weathered the storm for San Angelo Central. The Lady Cats. Oh, there's a move. Ball knocked in the air, and this one will head toward the fence. It wouldn't be a soccer game if the ball didn't end up on the top of a building or out of the fence in the road. Long kicks. Lady Cats have a chance here, but Montwood tries to keep control of the ball and get it out of the danger zone, and they do. Of course, foot positioning very important whenever you're making passes, and it's something they have to drill over and over and over. And speaking of drills and practice, you know, COVID put a kink in a lot of sports plans. A lot of players had to train on their own at home. And this is not a sport that you can just kind of take time off from training. You have to be very well conditioned, because it doesn't stop. 29 to go, first half. 1-0, Lady Cats on top of Montwood here in the first round of the playoffs. Almost went out of bounds. Montwood gets it under control. Now there's a little fight for the ball, and both players ended up on the ground. Now back in, and we're back into play. The passing technique is very tough. There's an attempt at a score. It was going to go to the right of the goal, harmlessly out of bounds. That's the first time that Montwood has taken a shot at the net. And there's the free kick, in and out of bounds. So for Montwood, Natalie Herrera, the senior team captain, will throw it in. It's going to be kind of a jump ball, and a good header that time from Daniela Portillo, showing a good technique on the header to get it to her teammate. And now the ball is, well, she tried to steal it. It ended up going out of bounds as Sophia Metter-Savant was right there on Natalie Herrera. Montwood with the ball, trying to make something happen. They trail it 1-0. Lady Cats scored early. And out of nowhere. Good steal! Lady Cats back on offense. Could have an opportunity here if they can get it to somebody in the middle. It's going to go out of bounds. And it will still be possession of Central. Coach Benjamin Henry giving instructions as the action slows down a bit. Now we're back into play. Good opportunity here for the Lady Cats. There's a kick toward the goal, and the keeper will get it. But they can score from several different places, as we saw earlier. You can't fall asleep on the Lady Cats. They can be very accurate with longer kicks. And they get the ball back temporarily as Caitlin Freeman controls it, gets the pass. And now a fight for the ball with Michaela Jordan, the senior. Out of bounds, Savant will bring it back in. She has Caitlin Freeman to the left. She's going to try to get it into Angel Alvarado, the senior. We heard a lot of her in the game against Friendship here on Concho Sports Network. Very aggressive player. Good technique. Coach Henry telling the Lady Cats to drop off and pick up and not make it too easy for them by leaving gaps in the personnel to where they can have some room to maneuver the ball. Back down on Montwood's side of the field. Good body positioning. That's not easy to do when the ball's coming at you at a high velocity to put your body in front of it and make that block. Can't do your hands. Montwood to throw the ball in. Natalie Herrera, the senior. Danae Duran had it temporarily, and now Danae will throw it in as it goes out of bounds again. Lady Cats may want to drop it back to the keeper here. Nope, they're just going to clear it. On the bounce, header attempted, couldn't get there, but it's still heading down to the Montwood side. Not many orange jerseys around it, and the keeper will clear it. Body positioning good, but one of the Montwood players knocked it back the wrong way. Desiree Hermazio. Keeping the Lady Cats alive. And now here's an opportunity. They can be very scary when they get close to the goal, not just a few yards from, but a little bit further back they can be scary for the other team. Out of bounds. 23-39 is where we are in the first half. Of course, we have two halves. And the Mathis Law Firm halftime show coming up. Well, that was a good steal. Really good. Michaela Jordan stepped in there and got the ball away from the Montwood player as it heads to the left of the goal, and it's going to go out of bounds. Yeah, she had control of it, and Michaela Jordan jumped in and took it away. Winner of this game plays in the next round against the winner of Keller and Hurst L.D. Bell, the Lady Blue Raiders, I guess. A lot of exciting things coming up on Concho Sports Network. We'll be telling you about as we get through the afternoon. Very close to the goal. It got out of the danger zone, but Central had another chance. Was Abby Kalmbach came up to get the ball, just barely missed it, and Montwood was able to get a little breathing room. Montwood trying to get a chance at tying this thing up as they trail 1-0. There's the inside pass. Now they have an opportunity. Going back outside, up, and it's going to go over the goal. No chance for anything magic to happen there. Daniela Portillo had it in front of the goal and could have taken the shot. She chose to go back outside and make something happen with Danae Duran, the senior. She tried to get it right in front of the goal, went a little bit over. But an opportunity missed for the Montwood Lady Rams. Brand new season here has started with the playoffs. Everybody's 0-0 and ready to go, and the past mistakes don't matter. This is like a new season. A couple of players coming out, getting a breather for the Lady Cats. Montwood on the offensive. Good ball handler, Natalie Herrera. Herrera gets it to Desiree Hermosillo. Hermosillo to the right. It goes out of bounds. Central brings it back into play. Now they're going to try to just get a clear, get it back down to the central side of the field. As Amani Alvarez, only a sophomore, kicked the ball down. Another opportunity here for Montwood to do something, but not this time. As Addison Hackelrod, the goalie, the keeper for San Angelo Central Lady Cats, clears the ball. Very quick moves on Natalie Herrera. Herrera to Danae Duran. Duran to Daniela Portillo. Portillo, it's out of bounds. Montwood will bring it back into play as Natalie Herrera will bring it back in. Coach Mark Lopez squad from El Paso making the trip today. Good job by Central clearing it and keeping them out of danger. But Montwood hangs on, trying to get the right amount of passes to get in front of the goal. All the way across the pitch, it's going to go to Danae Duran. Duran to the inside, and that was an attempt at a goal. Desiree Hermosillo not happy. I think she was saying she was held. Fight for the ball. They both go down, and that's some tough playing from Angel Alvarado. And she gets up and walks away as Jada Villa, only a freshman, getting up a little slow. She's okay. And she will kick the ball. Good playoff experience for a freshman, Jada Villa. Good ball handling by Duran. Central goes back toward the keeper to try to get her to clear this thing, and it goes out of bounds in the far right corner. But this is a dangerous thing here for the Lady Cats, as Montwood could get it in front of the goal, get a header, and make a quick score to tie this thing up. 1-0 Central leads. In the middle. And one of the Central players got a foot on it. And now they will surround Desiree Hermosillo and get the ball away from her. Back to Montwood. They got the Montwood player completely turned around looking for the ball, and now Lady Cats get it back temporarily. And that was a good move there, a good fight on Eleni Delgado, the senior. Not letting that ball get away from her until she could get some help from a teammate. Coach Benjamin Henry talking about simple passes. Make simple passes to your teammates. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to make magic. fundamental, simple passes. Of course, passing to another player, the non-kicking foot should be pointed in the direction of where you want to kick the ball. So many little fundamental things that go into this. High kick. So far, only orange jerseys around as they try to clear it, but Montwood hanging in there. And there's a nice little simple pass to get it back down. Pass to Eleni Delgado, the senior, for the Lady Cats. This is for all the marbles, though. Somebody goes home and ends the season. Somebody goes on to play Keller or Bell. Sophia Metter-Savant does a lot of the throwing the ball into play. And this could be an opportunity. There's a header by Angel Alvarado. Nothing came off of that, though. Fight for the ball. And the Lady Cats will hang on to it. If they can get it in the middle, maybe another scoring opportunity. Sneak up on them with another one like they did earlier. Ball in the air and a nice little kick from Ellie Barker. Ellie only a junior. Good one from Eleni Delgado. She's a senior. Montwood gets a foot on the ball. They're trying to get it out of their end of the field. Got a one-on-one here fight as Danae Duran passes backwards. Now Central gets it again. What can they do with it? Could be a breakaway here. To the middle. Big opportunity, and it's going to sail wide to the left of the goal. They almost got another one. Eleni Delgado got the pass toward the middle. But some good defense by Montwood. They had a player right in position. And the scoring attempt will go out of bounds and to the left of the goal. Little windy today. Doesn't seem to be making much of a difference so far. As Coach Mark Lopez Montwood team comes in. Both teams second in their district. But both teams good enough to be district champions. It just didn't pan out that way, but very talented teams. It's not camera. San Angelo Sports Complex, playoff action on a windy San Angelo day. Sunny and just cool enough to feel good, though. The San Angelo Central Lady Cats lead this playoff contest this afternoon, the first round of the playoffs, 1-0. They scored fairly early. It's been back and forth since then against the El Paso Montwood Lady Rams. Both teams second in their districts coming in. It's a whole new season in the playoffs. One of these teams will play the LD Bell Lady Blue Raiders or Keller next week. Montwood wants to tie it up. We are at under 7 minutes to go in the half. Mathis Law Firm halftime report coming up on Concho Sports Network. Thank you for joining us for this live stream. Presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We appreciate that. Savant throws it in. Fight for the ball, and I'll tell you what, some aggressive play from Angel Alvarado. We know she's good. She hung in there. She wasn't going to give that ball up. As it goes out of bounds. Good header to keep it on this end of the pitch. That is Sophia Metter-Savant, who generally throws the balls in. Left side, Alvarado. She wants to do something. That was a great little move. She kicked left, got it right, went right around the defender. But Montwood gets her back and gets the ball away. Now defensive play for the Lady Cats. Marissa Atiamo, sophomore, kicks it about midway through the pitch to get it to a teammate and out of any kind of danger of some kind of breakaway and score for Montwood. Montwood was employing a 4-4-2 formation. Coach Henry was talking to the team about that just a second ago, and some things they need to do. Not get overly aggressive is something. Just know your gaps, play off a little bit, be where you need to be when the ball is there. The 3-4-3 is what you will see a lot in soccer, as far as, or the 4-3-3, excuse me. And we say 4-3-3, the 4 is closest to the goal. So 4 players, then 3 at midfield. In each formation, they each have different responsibilities. U.S. soccer favors the 4-3-3 if you see the national teams. Very attack-minded. Safont throws it in. And Jules Meza, we hadn't said Jules Meza yet, but don't forget her. She's one of the all-stars of this team. Alvarado won't let it go out of bounds. She gets it near the goal, and there's an opportunity. Whoa. That was she got her foot way up in the air. It was a high kick attempt for Ellie Barker. Just couldn't connect with it. Now the clearing at midfield, but there's a central player waiting for it, and she brings it back down this way. Lady Cat's getting really close to making something happen, getting close to the goal. They're becoming very attack-minded in this game. 1-0 at 3.5 to go in the first half. Montwood, pass to the right side. That's Kaylin Barron, only a sophomore. Now out of bounds, and it will be thrown back in by Maya Conde. And that is a good move there to keep the ball from, oh, it may be a breakaway. Look out. Alyssa Villarreal. Villarreal! Oh, it was close. The keeper got a hand on it that kept it from going in, but Villarreal made a move around, let's talk football terms here, around the 35-yard line, and then had it solo there for a second. Almost got another score. Right in the middle of the field, and a collision. Lady Cats gonna go for it way back. Couldn't do it that time. But they can, and they have. Ellie Barker attempted that one. The long kick was at about the 25, 30-yard line. Since they have the markers out there, it's just a good reference as to where the ball was. Two minutes. Header, and a good one for Danae Duran. Header attempt missed, and now the Lady Cats will have a chance to go on offense with 2 minutes to work with. It would be great for them to get another score in before the half. Good aggression there by Montwood to get in front of the ball, and now they have control of it temporarily. They're looking for the good ball handler there, Danae Duran. She got it, but now, wow. Montwood back on the offensive, and that was a real aggressive play that got her on the ground, and the whistle blew. That's going to be a penalty. I noticed on the roster they have some infringements that you cannot do. Violent contact, taunting, serious foul play, spitting. Of course, these two teams, very classy teams with classy coaches. Here's the free kick. Harmlessly to the right, and the bullet has been dodged by the Lady Cats. The score remains 1-0. We'll get 40 seconds and counting to go. They can go get a little breather and and we'll finish this playoff game. Lady Cats in command, but just one score, and we'd be tied up and have a whole new ball game. Whistle blow as Angel Alvarado tries to run the ball down. Now brought back into play by Danae Duran. Kick missed by Alvarado. Now a collision. Danae Duran ends up on the ground, back up and running down the pitch. Central looking for that scoring opportunity as time runs out. They played very aggressively on the offense and got a score that came out of nowhere. So after one half of play, this is where we are. It's 1-0 San Angelo Central. The Lady Cats in command with the 1-0 lead over the El Paso Montwood Lady Rams. Lady Cats lead Lady Rams 1-0, and we'll be back with the Mathis Law Firm halftime report coming up on Concho Sports Network. Tonight's broadcast presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. Back after this.
Night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo RO Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
we all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Back at the San Angelo Sports Complex, this is San Angelo Central Lady Cat Soccer, live and streaming on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union, bringing the entire broadcast tonight. Mathis Law Firm bringing you our halftime report. So thanks to Mathis Law Firm, I'm Darren Prater, and thanks for joining us as the San Angelo Central Lady Cats lead the Lady Rams of El Paso Montwood High School 1-0 at halftime. The score for the Lady Cats came fairly early. Alexis Templin showed just how dangerous she can be. Now, when everybody's in front of the goal, you know something's about to happen. But she backed up, I would say, 12, 15 yards and took a shot. It was right under the crossbar and scored. And that caught the Montwood players and the keeper a little off guard. Perfect. She got to try another one at the end of the half. It wasn't quite there as it sailed right, but that is a dangerous weapon for the Lady Cats. As they can score not just in front of the goal, not just from the side. They can score from up the field as well. So Alexis Templin, the only player with Central's score tonight or this afternoon, and they are looking to get more on that and get out of this with a win. Next week, it's going to either be Keller or Hurst L.D. Bell. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game. So the stakes are really high. It's the first round of the playoffs. I know these kids love playing soccer, and we know y'all like playing or like watching them, and it could end today for one of these teams. But the Lady Cats in control so far. It's Coach Benjamin Henry has a chat with the ladies and stretch and warm up, and we'll get ready for the second half coming up. Some things I want to share with you. We're live streaming Central, Lakeview, and Wall baseball and softball twice a week through April. Now you can watch tomorrow. We have a good one coming up tomorrow. 4 o'clock we're streaming our first Wall Hawk baseball game of the season as they take on the Ballinger Bearcats. Now, these are really two good teams. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be good high school baseball action. Watch it at 4 o'clock. At conchosports.com, Concho Sports Network, Roku or Fire TV apps, YouTube, and Facebook. So not just one way to watch these games. There are many. You just choose the one that works best for you. And if you want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high def, all you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now on either device just by searching Concho Sports, and we invite you to do that. Get your best viewing experience, get your friends together and watch some of these games and make some memories for the kids. So again, Keller or Hurst L.D. Bell is who the winner of this game will play in the next round. This is the opening round of the playoffs. Both of these teams second in their district. Couldn't quite get the Permian monkey off their back as a tie with Odessa Permian, the district champion for the Lady Cats, is what happened in their last meeting. But still two very solid teams that, one or two things go their way, they could have been the district champs. We're just a few minutes away from getting our second half underway here at the San Angelo Sports Complex. It's a lovely day. Seems like the wind has died down just a little bit, and it has been a bit of a factor. Some passes and clearing kicks a little off kilter. But great effort from both teams. And again, congratulations to Alexis Templin scoring early for the Lady Cats. And the halftime report has been brought to you by Mathis Law Firm. Thank you to Mathis Law Firm and all of our sponsors for making this possible. 1-0. So far, so good for the San Angelo Central Lady Cats as they lead the El Paso Montwood Lady Rams 1-0. I'm Darren Prater. Hope you'll join us for the second half. It's coming up. This is Lady Cat Soccer, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
Welcome back to Central Lady Cats Playoff Soccer on Concho Sports Network, live and streaming and presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. I'm Darren Prater. Thanks for joining us on the broadcast. The wind has returned, a bit of a crosswind here at San Angelo Sports Complex. The San Angelo Central Lady Cats in command of this first round of the playoffs as they lead the Montwood Lady Rams 1-0. Alexis Templin got the lone score, one from quite a ways back from the goal as well early on in this game, and that's where we stand. As both teams are back out, orange jerseys and blue shorts for the Lady Cats. For the Lady Rams of El Paso Montwood, the white jerseys with black numeral. The officials are out on the field, and we are just about ready to go. Coach Benjamin Henry had a little word with his team, telling them to keep a little space. Don't get too aggressive on defense, and play where you're supposed to play. Don't try any fancy passes either. Fundamental passes, and manage the game and get out with the win. Looking across the way, see a good little crowd of San Angelo folks and some El Paso folks that made the trip. Want to thank more of our sponsors today: Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Mathis Law Firm for the halftime show, and Bestex. Thank you all. And we're ready to go. Central Lady Cats will be defending the goal to the left on our screen. And we'll be moving left to right on offense. High kick. The question is, will it go over the fence? It does not. Or we have at least, 2 or 3 go over the fence every game I've covered. That's the way I play tennis. The ball goes over the fence. Here we go, back into action. Pass downfield and knocked out of the air by Soleil Ortiz, only a sophomore from Montwood. Montwood trying to keep it on the central side of the pitch. Playing very physical, running into each other, a little pushing and shoving. Because this is for all the marbles. Once the playoffs start, that's it. You win, you go on, you go home if you don't. And I know these seniors don't want this to end. So here's the kick from the Lady Cats. Has a lot of velocity to it. Nobody got a foot or a head on it, and it's going to roll. Now the Lady Cats will assume the offensive role out of their 3-4-3. In front of the goal is a dangerous place to be if you're on defense and the Lady Cats are there. Out of bounds. Coach Mark Lopez shouting instructions for Montwood. Lady Cats on offense. There's a good opportunity right there. It was in front of the goal. Now it may head out of bounds unless it can be run down, and it will go out of bounds. Ivana Barejas. Some of the players we have not seen that are usually some names we say a lot, including Brianna Garcia. Some injury issues on this team, so they're not 100% with personnel, but still playing good, and they still have the lead. Some speed for Darla Zapata, the junior. Now she gets a nice pass off to Soleil Ortiz, sophomore. Ortiz to Desiree Hermosillo. And some good nifty passing from Montwood. And one of the Central players got a foot on it, but wasn't able to steal it. And now the ball rolls back to the keeper, Addison Hackelrod and Hackelrode. And a booming kick that will enable the Lady Cats to go back on offense. And this is where they are dangerous. They're trying to get in and steal the ball, but some good ball handling for Montwood that time, as Reagan Roscoe, the senior, held on and got the ball away from the front of the goal, and now back down to where Montwood can try to put some offense together. Little collision, a fight for the ball, really aggressive play there as Reagan Roscoe had it. Central player all over her. Ball bounced in the air. Hackelrode brings it down, and that was a tough play. It was high. She's tall, and she used that to her advantage. She went up. Player all over her. Hit the ground, but hung on to the ball. Ball bounced in the air. Hackelrode brings it down, and that was a tough play. It was high. She looks, I'm not quite sure how tall, but she looks a little taller than most of her teammates and was able to use that to her advantage. Here's the free kick downfield, or upfield. Fight for the ball. Now Montwood will try to clear it out of the danger zone down there. They do, but good body positioning, and the ball is stopped dead in its tracks by a Central player, now out of bounds. Montwood has taken maybe one good kick to try to score, and it didn't happen. It went wide. Alexis Templin's score was from quite a ways out, had a lot of velocity to it, went right under the crossbar. Perfect, and in a position where it's hard for the goalie to get a hand on it. Boy, that wind is now kicking up. Just as soon as I said it died down, it just blows my drink over. Boy, that's cold. All right. Lady Cats, there's a deep kick, but there's nobody there for it, and it's gonna go out of bounds. As Alexis Templin kicked it down there. Computer monitor fell over. That wind got pretty nasty there for a second. I'm looking at the flags. It's a crosswind. And you can see when they kick the ball pretty deep, it's taking the ball off of its trajectory a little bit. Whoa! Ivana Barejas got her hand on the ball, was trying to make a move. One of the Montwood players got in between it. That was Danielle Portillo doing a good aggressive job to keep her from getting off a good pass. So now Montwood has an opportunity as they go on offense. Aggressive play. Yvonne Ibarra went for the ball, went for the steal, but she didn't get it. So now Montwood has an opportunity. They are going to take a shot. It goes high. Boy, that wind hit, knocked things over, knocked my drink over. Nothing like cherry Coke all over the table. I even put me a little icy in that one just to make it better. Here we go. Sideline. Good pass. Now passing back and way downfield. Lady Cats, hey! There's an attempt at a score, and it's going to be just a little bit off, but still a good effort in keeping the ball in play. And that one goes over. Alyssa Villarreal made a good play on that little series. The Lady Cats got pretty close to making something happen. Montwood does not want them on their side of the field because they are getting very close. Various formations mean various things in this sport. Really, it's more of an attacking offense, the 3-4-3, or the 4-3-3, excuse me. And again, when we say 4-3-3, it's 4 nearest the goal, then 3, then 3, each with various responsibilities. Cats keep the ball from clearing. Now here's a shot. It's going to go to the right of the goal, and one of the Central players had a chance to get her body in front of it and knock it in, but couldn't quite get there. She had a couple of white jerseys on her. And so the ball will be kicked into play by Montwood. Montwood number 2 in their district, Central number 2 in theirs. High kick. Coach Henry is telling Central to back off of some of the players to keep them from getting some kind of breakaway and heading right down the pitch. No fancy passes, fundamentals, back off, responsibilities. That's a nifty kick. Ava Ibarra tried to bring it under control, couldn't quite get there though. And now Montwood has a chance. Oh! It takes a brave athlete to do a header because the ball's not exactly coming slow. Oh. A little fight for the ball is Reagan Roscoe, the senior, tried to do it all on her own, finally ran into a wall of orange jerseys, but the ball still gets precariously close to the goal of Central, and they're going to get it out of the way. The player kneeling for Montwood. Seems like a little injury. They're going to go ahead and take her out. That's Julie Canales, only a sophomore playing for this Lady Ram team. Good player with a bright future. She is walking. She should be all right. Get her taken care of. And the clock is stopped, by the way. You know, professional soccer, Olympic soccer is a little different than this. The clock doesn't stop hardly at all, but this is one of the reasons the clock stops at the high school levels for an injury. So we are at just about 29 minutes to go in the ball game. 1-0, Lady Cats doing well so far. They'd like to get another one. Get that little cushion a little bit, and they have a chance. Going to be cleared out of the goal area. And now Montwood did some good defense that time. It was 3-on-1. Good scoring opportunity, but the Montwood defense outnumbered the Central player. High kick knocked into a Central player, and it will go out of bounds. Again, the body positioning is very important. When receiving passes, receiving the ball, you can stop the velocity of the ball and get it under control. Lady Cats outnumbered. Ava Ibarra had too many defenders on her that time to make anything happen. Ball back into play. Montwood going to try to clear it as fast as they can. And they do, but not far. Well, the amount of conditioning required for this game is unbelievable. That's going to be a penalty. U.S. Soccer has a 4-3-3 formation usually, and Central Lady Cats like to run that one. An attack-minded setup. It's also a very good defensive-minded setup. It just depends on what assignments you give your players. And here comes the corner kick. Off the penalty, into a crowd. Header knocks it back toward the sideline and out of bounds. So on the free corner kick, nothing happened that time. Clock at 26:28. Ava Ibarra comes out for a breather and a chat with Coach Benjamin Henry. You have to constantly be looking in this sport. You have to know where everybody is, keep your head on a swivel. You have to communicate. Coach Henry was just telling them, communicate. An opportunity for Montwood and nothing doing. One Montwood player and about 4 orange jerseys around her. They haven't had a lot of legitimate scoring opportunities yet. Players are taught to know where their teammates are at all times, and that is difficult to do. If anybody gets out of place, it can really cause problems. Central. Alvarado trying to run down the ball in a one-on-one situation. Now the keeper will get it and try to pass it to the sideline. Montwood trying to bring it down. Doing it on her own is Reagan Roscoe, the senior. Roscoe has the ball taken away. And now Central's back on the move. Abby Kalmbach with the steal. Now an opportunity. That's a good pass from Montwood to get out of danger. But good body positioning stops another pass. Good job by Ivana Barejas, the junior. Coach Henry calling for players to help their teammates in certain situations. And here comes Montwood. Out of bounds. Central throws it back in. Doing the honors for that is Ivana Barejas. Barejas to Alyssa Villarreal. Now Riley Herbert to the middle of the field. Montwood gets it. They're going to try to make something happen here. Pass backwards was a little bit off. They were trying to get the pass to get in the right formation to Amani Alvarez, the sophomore. Very good player, that Reagan Roscoe, the senior from Montwood. There she is. She split the defenders that time and went down. She's all right. Addison Hackelrod, only a junior, by the way, doing a great job at goalie. Ball out of bounds on the Montwood side of the field. Thank you for joining us on this live stream broadcast. We do appreciate it. First Community Federal Credit Union presenting this to you, along with your friends at Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Mathis Law Firm, and Best Tex. Thank you all so much. Go tell those folks you appreciate them. Darla Zapata for Montwood tries to get it down the sideline to make something happen, and a Lady Cat got foot on it and put an end to that. That was Riley Herbert, the junior. She is, no, that's Sydney Herbert that is also the keeper sometimes for Central. Good maneuvering in between defenders for Michaela Jordan, the senior. One nothing is the score. 21.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Winner of this one plays Hearst L.D. Bell or Keller in the next round of the playoffs. Two very solid teams here, second in their district, but still either one of them could have been a district champion, you know, if the ball would have bounced the right way a few times. Montwood, they want to tie it up, need to tie it up. Central gets possession of the ball, and they're going to try to get it back down and see what they can do. Been real impressed this half with Michaela Jordan and the way she has maneuvered the ball down the pitch. Lady Cats get down there. Couldn't make anything happen that time as the keeper grabs it. I believe that's Destiny Avila doing the goalie duties for the Lady Rams. Down the middle of the field, that's Alexis Templin. She's dangerous from that area. She's already scored. Montwood gets it back now down the sideline to pick up the ball. Soleil Ortez. And the clear from Central. It's over the head of the Montwood player that was setting up for a header. There's Michaela Jordan. All over the place. Knowing your assignment, knowing your area is what keeps mistakes from happening. Montwood, they know their back's against the wall, and time is of the essence now with 20 minutes to go. But the Lady Cats have other ideas, and they are getting close to the danger zone for Montwood. Jada Villa, only a freshman, made a good move on that play to keep the Lady Cats from getting a pass in front of the goal, which is always dangerous. Coach Henry says go with it, and that's what they're going to do. Alyssa Villarreal takes it. Villarreal has a collision. Montwood gets it back, but they're going to have to earn it as Villarreal steps in and tries to steal the ball. And now it goes harmlessly out of bounds. Remember, you can watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV live in high definition. All you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. install them now on either device, all you have to do is search Concho Sports. We want you to have your absolute best viewing experience. Alexis Templin with the kick goes to the side of the goal, but they retain possession. Now here's an opportunity that was just thwarted by Montwood. Lady Cats get close. Montwood puts the stop on it. But they have to do something. We're at 18 minutes to go in the game. And these games really, with all the action and the clock not stopping, it's you turn around, there's no time left. Trying to run the ball down before he gets out of bounds, and they do! But couldn't make anything happen. That was Angelo Alvarado that tried to get up close to the goal, and it goes to the right and out of bounds. Verbal cues and paying attention important for players. Not only do you have to know where your teammates are, you have to communicate with them too, because this happens so fast. Communication is key. Got to be looking. But the verbal is also important. Lady Cats fighting for the ball. They are in a good position in front of the goal. Montwood tries for the clear. They don't get it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Ava Ibarra tried to run it down. Couldn't quite get to it. A couple of players getting a breather for the Lady Cats, including Michaela Jordan, who's done a great job. Lady Cats where they want to be if they can get it into the middle. Ava Ibarra trying to maintain possession along with Alyssa Villarreal. But Montwood gets it back down to where they can do something with it. Outside pass. There's somebody there to get it. She's going to attempt. Almost a scoring attempt. Didn't get close to the goal though. And it will be kicked out of bounds by Montwood. Of course, these formations rotate during the game. 4-3-3 is the favorite one for the Lady Cats, with 4 in front of the goal, then 3, and then 3 forwards. Good steal. Alexis Templin did that. As the Lady Cats go back on offense, Templin's there again, and she passes to the sideline. It will stay in play. Pass attempt intercepted. Now there's a fight for it. Oh, and things got a little bit rough. But that's soccer. This game does get rough. Had a Montwood player end up on the ground for a second. She's all right. You know, when you have a playoff win on the line, everybody's aggressive, there's going to be some collisions. So after the yellow, the free kick. To the left to get it into the position for the great ball handler, Danae Duran. Lady Cats here with another opportunity. Back on offense, Angel Alvarado. She's setting up to kick it in the middle. And that was a good defensive play to get in and keep her from getting that kickoff, because she wanted to get it in front of the goal for opportunity for a header or a teammate to kick it in. One of the Montwood players kept that from happening. Very good team that has visited us today. Want to say hi to all the El Paso parents and fans that are watching from there too. Hope y'all are enjoying it. I know you'd like the score to be a tie, but who knows what could happen. High-speed fight for the ball is they are running into each other. They are getting really serious out there. Montwood has done a good job of getting bodies in front of the ball to keep them from getting too close to the goal. just when it looks like the Lady Cats are going to have something. Montwood, for the most part, has stood strong on defense. 4-4-2 is another formation you will see here. I believe we saw that from El Paso Montwood today. 4-4-2 would see 4 defensive players, 4 midfielders, and 2 forwards. The 1-4-3-2 also a formation. Most U.S. soccer is the 4-3-3, as the Lady Cats do like to run a lot with a few twists and little tweaks to it. Central gets a foot on it. Now they're going to send it back down Montwood's way. Good job getting in front of the ball, getting it in a little bit of a cleared space. Angel Alvarado had it for a second. The kick that got it down close to the goal was Yvonne Barejas. That was a good kick, and she did good by getting herself in a little bit of a clear area where no one could take it from her or block it. 12.5 minutes to go in the ball game. The winner goes on to face Keller or Hearst LD Bell. I guess you'd say the Lady Blue Raiders. You know, we saw a great away from the goal scoring shot for Alexis Templin earlier. But there are a lot of technicalities that go into these techniques. Passing, shooting, cutting. Players should always know where the goalkeeper is at all times. Look up and see the goalkeeper before you make the shot. And know where your best angle is. And you have to do this while there's defenders around you and all kinds of chaos, so it's very tough. Angel Alvarado gets a foot on it. Montwood trying to clear it. Templin takes a kick. Close, close, in! That's a goal! That's a goal right there! It's 2-0. The Lady Cats, I believe it was Alvarado, got the pass in, and then right up on the goal, they were able to get it in. Alyssa Villarreal, I believe, is the one who scored. Alyssa Villarreal, she was right there. And she managed to get it the kick up a little bit where the keeper couldn't get a hand on it. So Angel Alvarado gets the pass in and puts them in position to score. And Alyssa does the rest. It's 2-0, 11:24 to go in the game. There's some discussion going on in the field. I'm not sure. Oh, hang on. Let's just let it simmer. Don't get too excited yet. We got to find out what's going on here. Coach Henry not happy. Okay. That's offsides. They're going to say she was offsides, meaning past the last defender. Not, anyway. So, scratch that. It's 1-0. Still some great play and a good score. Just things like that happen. They said that Alyssa was offsides. Of course, you're not supposed to be past the last defender before the keeper. But there are exceptions to that, too. If you're not near the action, one of them. So Montwood caught a little bit of a break there, and they are just 1 point away from tying this thing up. Still very much alive, still breathing in this contest. There's a nice pass to get it outside. And now another opportunity. Angel Alvarado. She wants to get in front of the goal, and she does. Goes a little too far, but the Lady Cats still have it. Another kick into the crowd in front of the goal, and it is cleared away by a Montwood player, but Alexis Templin is right there anyway. She takes a stab at it, and the keeper will bring it under control. Destiny Avila playing goalie. Header, but it went backwards. The position of your head, you don't just stick your head out there and butt the ball with it. There's different ways you're supposed to do that to make it go in the trajectory that you want it to, and it's very technical. You're getting hit in the head with the ball, and you have to think about trajectory at the same time. It's a difficult sport. Lady Cats very aggressive. They've been down here several times. Had a score called back due to an offsides. But Alvarado did a great job getting the pass into where they could make something happen. And if the Montwood players are right there on them, they're having difficulty. But if they get that space they need, they're very dangerous. See Elena Delgado and Alyssa Villarreal coming out to get a breather here for the Lady Cats. Wearing the orange. Now Montwood has the chance to. Nope. Not gonna get to kick it up the field. As Darla Zapata, the junior, tried to get that to kick it away, and she got turned around. It went out of bounds before she could get a foot on it. And there's a good steal. That's Alexis Templin. She got right in the way of that pass. Now they go to the left side, trying to get it back in for a scoring opportunity. A little bumping going on. Fight for the ball, and Montwood will clear it out of bounds. Stop the action for just a second. Again, anything could happen at any time in this sport. Very unexpected. Like that. There's a shot over the goal. Have a decent little old crowd here today. And the corner kick, free kick, doesn't clear all the way out of Montwood territory. And now the Lady Cats have a chance to do something here. Michaela Jordan, she's dangerous. Tries to kick it to the middle, but it is blocked. And a good play for Montwood as it goes out of bounds. But Central will throw it in. We have some exciting stuff coming up on Concho Sports, and you can always keep up with us on Facebook. I'll tell you all about it coming up. Our time, 6:52. Montwood is going to have to do something. They're going to have to pull out all the stops or the season's going to end. Kick to the middle. Is anybody there? It's in! Oh, me! Look at that. That was... It looked like she was trying to get it to another player. She scored with it. Michaela Jordan, the senior. And that one's going to count, folks. 2-0 Lady Cats with 6:37 to go. Oh, what a good kick. Coming from the outside, the corner. Put it right where it needed to be. The upper right, not the back corner, the front corner of the goal. Good job. 2-0 with 6:37 to go. They may have put it away with that one, but you never know. Still have ball to play. A good kick. It just barely made it in there. Angel Alvarado, we said her name quite a bit when we covered the game against Friendship. Now it's do or die time for Montwood. Central players very fundamentally sound on the way they set up. They use their bodies, the headers. Oh, there's a good header. Templin looked like she wanted to do another one, couldn't get the head on it. So a fight for the ball. They're going to try to be extra aggressive here, and nothing doing. Easily rolled to Addison Hackle-Road, the junior. Got to keep the head steady and eyes on the ball. Proper contact with the ball. So many things you have to think about that's why practice is so important, because in a split second in this game, you've got to do a lot of things right. Good job for Jules Meza, the junior. Jules just got a steal, along with Michaela Jordan. They double teaming the Montwood player. High ball, header, doesn't go very far. Montwood looking to get it out of the danger zone and do something of their own. Oh boy. They tripped up, but that was a good job getting in front of the ball by Michaela Jordan. Very aggressive player. Here's Michaela again. She tried the backwards pass, like behind the back pass. Lady Cats body positioning, stop the ball, get it back down to where they have a chance to really put this thing away. And it's out of bounds. Just looking at some of the fundamentals here, the ankle of the kicking foot is supposed to be locked and the toe pointed. If you're shooting with the instep, the hips and knees of the kicking foot are pointed in the direction of the shot. And you have to remember that and set all of that up while there's players around you, and it takes a lot of practice. It has to be just second nature. Have a bit of an injury here. We'll get checked out for Montwood. Next round, Keller or Hurst L.D. Bell. There's the whistle. Clock is at 4:23 and counting, which it most of the time is counting. Coach Henry telling the players they're too high up. Back off a little bit. Two on one. Now Montwood going from left to right, and again a real good ball handler for Montwood is Reagan Roscoe. She showed some moves. Stolen. Templin. Alyssa Villarreal trying to turn on the jets and get to the ball. It was a little too much in front. But they will throw it in. And a chance to really put it away right here for the Lady Cats. Kaylee Delgado will throw it in. Kick toward the middle. It's going to go out of bounds. Keeper was right there on top of it. Kick clears it barely. Now it's right back down. Montwood having trouble getting the ball out of their area of the field. Just before they get it over midfield, there's central players to kick it back the other way. And the advantage in this game has gone to Central big time, because they are really turning it on. Got a penalty there, it looks like. Header. Other side of the field, and a body block there from Montwood, but Michaela Jordan is right there. But she can stop on a dime and turn and go the other direction. Coach Henry saying, get rid of the ball. Don't hang on to it. Put them on defensive for the next minute 48. And then the celebration can begin. Wanted to talk about some numbers for Coach Henry coming up, just so the fans can know what a great job this man has done with this program. Definitely a very good soccer program. and very consistent. They may be content just to pass the ball back and forth and run the timeout. Clock at 1:08. 2-0. Lady Cats lead it. See if Alexis Templin may want to take a long shot again. Nope, it's going to go possibly out of bounds. And we are under a minute to play in the ball game. Thanks to First Community Federal Credit Union today, Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, Mathis Law Firm, and Bestex. Central Lady Cats playoff soccer on this lovely Thursday afternoon. I keep thinking it's Saturday for some reason. It's playoffs. Got my days off. Coach Andrews also on the sideline for the Lady Cats. And now the clock will count down. 3, 2, 1. And it's in the record books. How about that? 2-0. The San Angelo Central Lady Cats have prevailed, and they will go on to the next round of the state playoffs. San Angelo Central Lady Cats 2, Montwood Lady Rams 0. So the Lady Cats get the shutout, they get the win, and the season may be far from over. They're going to play Hearst, LD Bell, or Keller in the next round of the playoffs, and we will let you know about that. But it's time to shake hands and wrap up this ball game as the music plays and the crowd's on their feet. They did it. 2-0. One game down, and the playoffs continue for the Lady Cats. We'll be back to wrap this one up. You're watching Central Lady Cats Playoff Soccer on Concho Sports Network. We'll be back and presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex, 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
Football fans, stop by Wingstop in Southwest Plaza before or after the game. We have the best wings in town and offer curbside pickup and delivery. So stop by Friday night and celebrate with Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road.
Best Tech Supply is a proud sponsor of Concho Valley Football. I invite you to stop by our new location at 4512 Adobe Drive for all your herbicide, insecticide, fertilizer, and outdoor power equipment needs. Bestex also carries a large selection of Green Mountain grills and K2 coolers for all your tailgating events. For knowledgeable advice of your lawn and landscaping, as well as service of your outdoor power equipment long after the sale, call us here at Bestex 653-1300.
For a healthy lawn and landscape, visit Best Tech Supply or besttech.com.
Angelo RO Express is San Angelo's local affordable drinking water choice. Water plays a vital role in our daily life, and having the best drinking water for your family is important. Rent a quality reverse osmosis system starting at $28.50 a month with a free local standard installation. So why overpay for something you can get right here for less?
Call my Uncle Larry.
You heard the girl. Call Angelo Oro Express at 325-277-8611 for affordable drinking water.
We all want to get back to the way things used to be. Going to concerts, cheering for our teams in a packed stadium, dancing the night away with our friends. But if we truly want things to go back to the way they were, we need everyone to come together. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and social distance. Together, we can beat this. Together, we'll get back to the way things used to be.
And we are back at the San Angelo Sports Complex. I'm Darren Prater. Little celebration going on as the San Angelo Central Lady Cats have prevailed against El Paso Montwood Lady Rams in the first game of the state playoffs in soccer. 2-0. They get the shutout. Alexis Templin opened up the scoring early with a kick from, I would say, about as far back as the 15-yard line that was put right inside the top crossbar of the goal. So that's where we were at the half. And then, after a little bit of back and forth and a few opportunities that didn't happen, it was Alyssa Villarreal that got the score for the second score for the Lady Cats to make it 2-0. Couldn't get any more, but the 2-0 put it away as Montwood had a few chances, but really not a lot. And the second part of the second half, the Lady Cats very aggressive on offense. They were down on Montwood's end of the field and really controlled the game toward the end. And this bodes really well for this Lady Cats team as they are facing one of the two tough teams that are playing today, and that is Keller or LD Bell. They will play the winner of that. Now, keep up with Concho Sports, and we'll let you know when and where the game is. But it's going to be Keller or LD Bell. Hopefully we can have a word with Coach Benjamin Henry coming up in just a few minutes. Want to let you know that we're streaming Central, Lakeview, and Wall baseball and softball twice a week all the way through April. Now tomorrow, something cool going on. You a baseball fan, get your popcorn ready. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, we're streaming our first Wall Hawks baseball game of the season as they take on the Ballinger Bearcats. Good teams. You don't want to miss it. So watch it at 4 o'clock right here at ConchoSports.com, Concho Sports Network, Roku, and Fire TV apps, YouTube and Facebook as well. A lot of places that you can enjoy these broadcasts. And if you want to watch Concho Sports Network games on your TV in high definition, all you have to do is install the Concho Sports Network Roku or Amazon Fire TV app. You can install them now really on either device. It's up to you. Just search Concho Sports on any of those platforms, and we invite you to check it out for your best viewing experience. We're streaming Central, Lakeview, and Wall baseball and softball twice a week through April. And don't forget the game tomorrow with the Wall Hawks against the Ballinger Bearcats. Coach Benjamin Henry and his squad get the win, the shutout, 2-0. They will advance in the playoffs. Just taking a look at it, he's been here since 2008. Coach Henry has really built a consistent winner here at Central. 18-7-0. They lost 7 his first season. They've only lost more than 7 once in 10 years after that. 17-3-3 his second season, then 12-8, 4-6, 17-8, and it just gets better from there. Last year, 17-1-5 with this squad. And this year, you can put it at 12-4-4 with this win today over El Paso Montwood. Of course, it's been a crazy season with COVID and everything, but things are on track really well. 11-4-4 the record this year. So last year 17-1-5, 19-3-2 in 2008, 16-2-4 in 2017, 19-3-4 in 2016, 8 losses. That's the most losses that this program has had in soccer, is 8. Next to that, a 7-loss season, his first season. So Coach Henry has done a great job with this Lady Cat soccer team. And we'll be back to wrap this one up. When we is he coming over? Okay. I'm going to give Coach time to get over here. I didn't know if we needed to do a break or not, but it's nice to get to talk to him. Coach Henry. He is, he's not just a soccer coach. He's a soccer aficionado. He loves the sport. Cool to talk to people that are passionate about what they do. Coach, I would say you've had a pretty darn good run with this team. Very consistent. I was looking at your record here since 2008, man. Great job. Coach Benjamin Henry, the head man of the Lady Cats. Let's talk about today's game. You scored fairly early, and then the second half kind of put it away. We saw the girls get really aggressive and control at least the last 8 minutes of the game. I mean, they really took over. So what was your assessment of this game, the things that went right and how you did it, and how do you feel about some things you may need to improve on?
Well, overall I'm just pleased. Anytime you can win a championship in the playoffs, it's always a good thing in that regard. And every game's going to be a battle, and they battled really hard, both sides. And I tip my hat to them for driving that far and playing the way they did. But I think we started off a little nervous, a little antsy, and kind of settled in at times the first half, but not really too much at all. Once the goal happened, we settled in a little bit more, but it wasn't until the second half that we started getting a little more, control. And of course, after Angel's shot, we kind of settled in. We could work on the defensive side more than anything.
Let's talk about that shot. It was kicked right in front of the goal, which is what y'all want to do from that corner. I'm not an expert. Tell me if I'm wrong. You want to get it in that area for a header or something. And it was right there where it needed to be. She didn't have to kick it very far. She put it.
Well, it popped back out to her in a pretty good spot, and then she has this dirty little cut that she has, and she feints it really well. But to be honest, that was a left-footed go, and I've seen her from with the right foot from the opposite side of the pitch, and she has that one almost nailed. But that was a left-footed go, about the same thing, and it was brilliant. And that just kind of shows you what kind of ability she does have.
She's very dangerous. But it seemed like, the last little bit of the game, it was y'all had scoring opportunities, and you just really physically seemed to take over too. It was a pretty physical game, some collisions and things. and real domination. Do you think that gives you good momentum going into the next playoff game, that y'all can dominate at the end?
Yeah, no question. I mean, every game is going to be a little bit different with, the kids that you're playing against and tactical sides of things. But, we're trying to get better at just what we do. And today I saw, especially the last 15, 20 minutes, I saw what we can do. We settled in and started working the ball around, and we were outpacing them a little bit in that regard. I think they got a little tired toward the end as well, and we were putting 5 or 6 kids in at a time, and that was one of the game plans, was just to kind of wear them out. We're not used to 70-degree weather, and it's a beautiful day. You can't ask for anything better than this, but usually it's about 30 degrees when we play. So this is a change as well too, to just get acclimated to playing in the heat.
Yeah, and was the wind a factor at all today? You got pretty windy gusts of wind a few times today.
It wasn't bad because it really wasn't a headwind and it really wasn't a tailwind. And that thing, I swear, it moved on us 2 or 3 times. Sometimes it was coming straight across. Sometimes it was going west to east. And at one point, I could have sworn it came back the other direction. So a little bit of a swirler, and that's why you got to keep the ball on the ground a little bit, look along those passes and control them. And we did a good job of doing that.
You've been here since 2008. Do you think that makes a huge difference with you being here year after year, that has molded this into a really great program, the consistency?
Well, I know these kids. I have the camps as well with the young ones, and I know them ever. They're 5, 6 years old when I first meet them, and then I get to see them through that, and I go out and watch club games when I can as well too, and try to be involved as much as I can in that. But by the time they get to you, and especially the seniors, I mean, it's you know them like the back of your hand on the pitch at least, and yeah, it does help, I think, and they buy in because they have success, and I'm not crediting myself for much of that at all. I'm here to coach, and I'm here to technically arrange them, and it's the girls every single year I give all the credit to, because every single year they just want to outdo the year before, and they just want to keep fighting, and I can't thank them enough for being in the program, and I just love them to death.
We appreciate you doing this, and I know the community's proud of you and proud of these girls for this win and for this program. Let's talk about the next game. It's going to be the LD Bell Lady Blue Raiders or Keller. What do you know about these two teams?
Not much right now. I do know Bell pretty well. That was our district last couple of years, and they're a strong side. And Coach Rolfe has them going. I know he will. And Keller's always strong. That district over there, when South Lake Carroll's coming in 3rd place in their district, that's a tough district. I can't tell you. I don't think we can count on both hands how many championships they've won. But we're going to go in the same way. In the playoffs, you really don't know. They're going to look at us. We're going to look at them. But I think if you solidify what you're doing and get better at what you're doing, you can make simple changes on the field when it comes down to it. But as long as you go in knowing what you're doing and believe in what you're doing, good things happen.
All right. Well, we will find out soon who you will be playing next week, and we wish you the best of luck. Coaching. One more thing I want to mention. Coaching is tough. It's not a job. It's a lifestyle, right? It has to be a lifestyle. You're a fan of soccer.
Yes.
On all levels.
Yes.
Well, what was your playing experience? Did you play in some clubs at some point, or college and all that?
I kind of went all over the place at one point. At first I was at UT Pan American down in the Valley when I graduated from high school. I played at A&M as well, and some semi-professional teams and around the border and into Mexico, and had some knee injuries and problems, and decided sooner or later it'd probably be good to go back to college and actually graduate and do something with that. And I just love the sport so much, and that I figured coaching just kind of fit. I just love this game. It's a beautiful game for a reason, and I just love the aspect. These kids keep me young every year. They come in and they just keep you young, and I love it. I love doing it.
But this isn't all you do. You also teach a class.
Yes.
Which is, I'm going to try to get it right. History of film?
History through film. It's the greatest class of all time.
I'll bet.
It is. And we watch a bunch of great movies, and we start from the beginning and work our way through. And we just got done with the Vietnam War era, and we're moving on.
Oh, man.
We're actually one of the only classes, we're doing the 1980s at this point.
Oh, boy, look out.
Yeah, there you go, my prime time.
Me too. All the right moves, Tom Cruise. There's your football
You should see my students looking at me whenever I start talking about the 80s. They're like, man, you're whacked out. But anyway, it's good. I love that the 80s and that time frame, but they look at you like you're some ancient dinosaur running around. So,
Well,
you know, it's fun. It's a
I'm
great
glad
class.
we got guys like you to educate them on how the 80s were the best, except they didn't have the internet. That's the only thing missing.
There you
Thank
go.
you so much, Coach
No worries.
Benjamin Henry. Let's go celebrate that win and get after LD Bell or Keller, whichever one it may be.
Yep.
Best of luck to you, man.
Thank you.
You're
I
a credit to
appreciate
the
you.
kids and the school, and we appreciate
Well, I
it.
appreciate y'all coming out. It's fantastic.
It was a lot of fun.
Yep, thank you.
All right, before we wrap up, I want to thank First Community Federal Credit Union for presenting this broadcast tonight. Also, Wingstop on Knickerbocker Road, thank y'all. Mathis Law Firm and Bestex, all of them making this possible. Shay Harris, our executive producer, keeping everything running today, troubleshooting when he has to. And the cowboy that's the guy in the cowboy hat with the camera. Doing a great job. We had to kind of recruit some people. But that's going to wrap it up. One more time, don't forget it's going to be Wall baseball, first Wall Hawks baseball game we're streaming in Ballinger tomorrow. Join us for that at 4. And I will see you for Lakeview softball next Thursday at 5, and we'll hope you'll join us. For everybody that was a part of this one, go enjoy the rest of your day. It's a lovely day. From San Angelo Sports Complex, I'm Darren Prater. So long, everybody.